Peace. This is a meat and potato sorcery production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic is the spiritual obstacle course. One of the things that I want to make abundantly clear is that when you're trying to ascend, there will be deities that are trying to oppose you. And I think that the problem that a lot of people have, they think that angels are just a part of Christendom or Judaism. That is not true. Angels exist in all high cultures, and angels are not under the will or are subservient to Yahweh or Jehovah. We have to erase that. Kali got angels, okay? And depending if you're dealing with Norse mythology and spirituality, Odin has angels. So everything that's set up right now on Terra or what you know as Earth is set up for you to fail. So let me just cut right to the chase. It's set up for you to fail. This means that you have to go above and beyond your potential. You have to do that. So I want to put forth some tips of what you can do. One thing that I will suggest, don't get into old grimoires or certain books, because magic has become dogmatic. So you can't get stuck on certain books. I can name them. If you want certain books you can read, I will go to the Gallery of Magic. The Gallery of Magic are books like The 72 Angels of Magic by Damon Brand or Demons of Magic. There are a plethora of authors that write for that particular umbrella. Older grimoires, especially like dealing with the Golden Dawn, that can help you if you're dealing with the Black Brick by Israel Regardie. But Transcendental Magic by Elvis Levi, that's not going to do nothing for you. I can tell you that right now. That's not going to help you. The Holy Kabbalah by A.E. Waite, no. If you're going to deal with the Kabbalah, who does some great tomes or texts that are a little bit modern and straight to the point, get works by Lon Milo Duquette. The Chicken Kabbalah, you can get that. That's a book that you can get. Also, another thing is, like I said, a lot of people, when they're ascending, they get into this arrogance. You're just scratching the surface of your potential. Get that straight. And I want to say this, and this is not picking on anybody, but don't think because you have high melanin content, that's going to save you. It's not. I can tell you that right now. That is not going to save you. Don't think because you're a vegan or you're a vegetarian, that's going to save you. It's not. And another thing I'm going to say, and I don't care who gets offended about it, don't think that because you done did some paperwork, that's going to save you. I'm going to say this. What did Marcus Garvey say in the Philosophy and Opinions of Marcus Garvey, which was written in the 1920s? Where is your army, your navy, your man of big affairs? So in other words, if you don't have an army, what are you running your mouth for? There is someone that said something to me a long time ago when I was still a dabbler of magic. And that was Baba Grandmaster Kalindi Iyi, who they say met his demise because of the COVID-19 virus. Rest in paradise, elder. Let me say this to you. Your spirituality and your quest to ascend, that's what's going to help you out. And when you are trying to ascend, let me say this. When you are trying to ascend, this is when you will run into the imposter spirits and tricksters. But not all tricksters are bad. It's just that when you're dealing with a trickster entity or you're dealing with the jinn, you have to be incredibly specific. This is like a contract in the music industry. You have to be very specific when you are dealing with a trickster spirit or you are dealing with the jinn. You want a book dealing with the jinn? You can get S. Ben Kane's The Book of Smokeless Fire. You can get that. And one spirit that came to me a week and a half ago was Anansi. Anansi is the so-called trickster deity from the West African or Akan pantheon. So be very careful how you word things when you are working with tricksters or the jinn. Also, something else that I want to offer to people. When you are trying to ascend, always trust your spiritual experience. When you are in doubt, there will be spirits that will play upon your insecurities and your fears. So that's very important. And be careful when you're dealing with certain groups on the internet. Anyone that wants to keep you a puppet or under them, you need to leave them alone. And it's people out here all day, every day that will prey upon you. I already have a previous video where I talked about certain groups to stay away from because Michael Aquino, for those that don't know, Michael Aquino was the second in command in the Church of Satan to Anton Zanzor LaVey. And he defected from the Church of Satan in June 1975. Him and his paramour, Patricia Lilith Sinclair, they defected. And for those who don't know, Sammy Davis Jr. had joined briefly the Church of Satan because of his curiosity, and Michael Aquino had contacted him. And Sammy Davis Jr., along with an occultist who is known as Christopher Lee. For those who don't know, younger generation, he was Count Dooku in the Star Wars movie. And him and LaVey had met, and he was surprised, LaVey, the former, was surprised just how much occult knowledge that Christopher Lee had. And there was a show called Poor Devil. After one episode, it was 1971, and they had canceled it, where Sammy Davis Jr. was a demon and Christopher Lee was supposed to be Satan or Lucifer. The point that I'm trying to emphasize is that Michael Aquino has said that humanity wants to be led. Michael Aquino was even on the Oprah Winfrey Show in 1988. Okay? Human beings, at the end of the day, you want to be led. Those that don't want to be led, they don't have to say anything. They do what they have to do. Is this set up for you to fail on earth? Yes, it is. It's set up for you to fail. I can't sugarcoat it. I can't say it no better way than that. It is set up for you to fail. But if you want to succeed, let's go over it. Get you modern grimoires, and there are some out here. Books can only take you so far. You have to transcend your Occidental miseducation. Because I don't care how much book knowledge that you say that you got to get the work in. So that means that you got to go beyond Christianity. You have to go beyond Al-Islam or Judaism. You have to go beyond that. And the thing about magic, when you deal with it, magic will force you to face your fears and your prejudices. Period. Point blank. So anyone can be tough because you done took some COVID name, or you done took some name from Norse mythology, or you done took some Kemetic or Yoruba name. But in the end, spirits know who you really are, and they will make you show and prove. So look at it like a spiritual boot camp. This is a spiritual obstacle course. It is set up for you to fail. So in order for you to succeed, You have to be humble and you have to be creative. So, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I'm the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friend. Peace.